Alright, what's up YouTube? Ben here, welcome to the next stream. In this one, we're going to be continuing the Rags to Riches challenge on Sims. So if you want to see more like this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to join me on my socials, those are all linked down below. And don't forget, you can always support the channel further by becoming a channel member for as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK, or about $1.30 in American. Let's get into this. Yo Jade, how's it going? Welcome. Alright, we're going to see where we left off last time, which I don't remember where we left off. I just built my house.
You have?
But I don't remember much else.
Hey, Jade.
You just tap in the heart.
Might be. I love these little emojis. I think that was good.
You think the Twitch would implement something like that?
I genuinely hope they do. They have a react button, but you can't do it on mobile. You can do it on PC though, and you can only do it once every 5 minutes.
Strange.
So after your streams on Twitch, you'll see the fact that someone's like,
You got your cute little link badge now, Jade.
the little link badges are well cute. Also, how's it going?
Oh my god, game load!
It was slow for me earlier as well. I don't know what else is running though in the background to make it so slow.
It's just like, load! I want to play.
Never thought I'd hear you say that about Sims.
Well, it's either that or we get the fucking loading screen for the whole stream. Eh.
I'm so careful what I say, you're just straight out there.
Eh. Lot traits.
There, your lot traits you popped on.
I don't remember these things. Yeah, we're not too bad. How are
I
you?
don't know if they can hear me.
Talk.
I don't know what to say, I started to panic there.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay. I'm probably quite quiet though.
Right, so my dude is currently just sort of chilling on the bog, but sort of not. Either that, he's getting a real bad hunchback.
Okay, so, where's your phone?
Sorry.
Where's your phone?
Over there.
Okay, you've got stuff on there in your notes. So that you've got ideas.
Yes,
of
I
what to
do. I do. You're right, I do.
But we're okay, Jade. How are you? Have you had a good day?
Samsung Notes, there we are. Right, okay, so we have 15k. Let's do a little bit of painting. Mathematical diagram.
Yeah, why not?
Screw it. Let's do it. Mathematical diagram. There we go. We're becoming a mathematician. It's fine.
I'd have loved to have been a mathematician, but I just wasn't.
I suffer with this calculus. I couldn't be a mathematician.
Maths was my favourite subject in school.
It wasn't mine because I couldn't bloody do it.
Oh, I loved maths.
Wasn't mine. I couldn't do it to save my life.
Yeah, but they always say you're either maths or English.
I'm English.
Oh.
Hands down, I was always English. My English was way better.
So much. They are just going to see my hand every so often. I do need that table.
Like, from the group I was put in, I got the maximum grade for English, which was a C, so. Apparently, the teacher didn't think I was smart enough to go into the higher tier group. And yet I aced every exam. Okay. I just sat here and aced every exam, and she was like, oh no, yeah, I don't think you could get like a B or an A. And yet I got 100% on every English exam, every time.
But when you went into the higher tier, you would have to get nearly that again in order to get an A or a B.
Yeah.
And although you're doing it on the high ones, if you're doing it on the lower group,
Yeah.
that would...
Bro, get off your phone.
Like, to swap it over, there's quite a big difference.
I think my dude is just screwing out. He won't get off his
No,
phone.
press play.
Oh, oops. Okay, there we go.
It's on the screen.
Okay. In my defense, I didn't realize it was paused.
It's been a week. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Basically, yeah.
I need to move this because I've got hair just flying at my face. I'm very sorry if I get to see my bum.
So we've got Darth Eisenstein right here.
Eisenstein?
Yeah, I was changing it up from Einstein.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to, like, full copyright the dude's name, so it's Eisenstein. It's Darth Eisenstein right now. We could go German, Eisenstein. I guess, if you want.
Oh, that's a movie that I don't think... Oh, you might have watched it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one about Stephen Hawking's life story.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, I like that movie.
I mean, it's alright. It's not my idea of a good time, but it's alright.
What's the other movie I didn't really like it. I thought it was a lovely movie. It was called Wonder. And it was about the little boy, and he was different. And he had, I think he had a condition, and it made him different to all the other kids. But it's such a lovely story. You are zooming out.
Ah!
Is this where, is it like a magic trick? You just zoom back in, and it's like, poof, done.
Odd. A couple of friends are trying to watch the stream and can't. Because they're getting service unavailable.
Right, let me click off.
How peculiar.
I can see a couple have dropped out. And there.
What are my stats like for the stream?
Can they watch other videos?
I've no idea.
Do you want to message them and see?
I mean, we're not dropping any frames. The bitrate's consistent.
I'm checking them.
Hey, Kim, how's it going? How odd. Okay, so apparently, according to what we've just read...
Video streaming, 52% of problems that were reported were on video streaming.
Okay, guys, so apparently YouTube is having some issues with its streaming network currently. So sometimes if you want to chat, you can, and sometimes you can't. So, I do apologize, but it's not me causing the problem.
Hey Kim, how's it going?
So, if there is an issue and you can't chat, I do apologize. There is not much I can do.
I will keep an eye out throughout the stream to see if the baseline goes down.
The what now?
The baseline on the reports, how many reports are coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not too bad. How's your day been?
Yeah, because I did think it was odd, because Jade usually responds pretty quick.
Yeah.
Saying that, she might be busy.
To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me. To be fair, though, YouTube doesn't have issues very often.
It's not often, but when they do, it's really inconvenient.
There you go, Jade. You can talk.
Yay! Oh my god, Kim, 100%. I'm literally, I think that's why I was pacing
Yeah.
before the stream, because it's so warm. It's 25 in here.
It is warm in here. I got mathematical
really need to
equation.
fix my M777.
112. That's worth nothing.
Isn't money.
That was not worth the time.
Hey,
I'm a
Jacob.
master famous painter. Hey, Jacob. I'm a master famous painter, and I make 100. That's depressing. We don't want that in our lives. We want like a large pop art that's going to make us some money. Because I literally made $12 off of that. I put in all that effort and work into my mathematical equations, and I made 12 simoleons.
Okay, so what else is on your list?
More like
for
12.
today?
More like 12 simple molions. It's terrible.
Really? Yeah, that joke was terrible.
No, you asked like 10 minutes ago. It's been having a chill day today. It's been like 2. It's been pretty chill here, to be honest, as well.
To be fair, we didn't get the response on our end. That's why I was double checking to make sure you were okay.
So you asked like 10 mums ago.
It's quite a few generations there.
It is, isn't it? Jesus, did I boot up Sims and enter a time warp?
All of a sudden just starts doing the generation challenge out of
It's
it.
okay, guys. I parked the TARDIS on the meter. It's fine.
Really? You could have at least made like a Star Wars reference.
There isn't much in the way of time travel in Star Wars.
Vehicles?
Yeah, but the TARDIS was the quickest thing I could think of. Either that or the DeLorean.
The DeLorean would have been my first guess.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Back to the Future, so...
I quite like it. Oh, we do need to watch the Austin Powers series.
Yes, we do. We watched the first one.
I fell asleep.
Oh, did you?
About 10 minutes in.
I don't remember. You can talk. He's not moving. Try unpausing. Jade, how far behind are you? Try reloading, because you seem pretty far behind. Oh yes, I love painting zebra women. It's like a blueprint for dizzy people.
It looks like, you know, if someone was to wrap themselves in a green screen.
Yeah. And you just sort of add stuff over it.
I'm not, you're taking the piss out of me, so I'm doing it back.
I'm not taking the piss.
You leave Jade alone.
I didn't do anything.
I really want my veggie sticks. I can't get them.
Why
I
not?
don't want my face directly in the camera.
It won't be.
They're there.
Do you want me to pass them to you?
It's fine. No, because we're having cheesecake after the stream. I can't be that far.
There you go. They're like potato chips. They're barely nothing.
They're veggie straws.
They're
They're literally made out of veg.
But they're nothing.
You ever had them?
No.
I want one.
No, thank you.
They're so good.
I don't do fake crisps.
They're not fake.
They're fake crisps.
Oh, they're so good.
I don't do fake crisps. I'm doing alright, and no, I'm not too far behind as far as... No, it's cool, Jacob. It's just... Like, I was wondering what Jade was referencing, that's all, because earlier on in the stream, I was literally... What is my guy doing?
Hover over the little purple circle.
Bro, I told you to paint. What are you watering plants for?
Because you need to water them.
Oh. You're missing out, they're good. I don't do fake crisps.
They're so good. These one, I don't even know what these are. These are kale, tomato, and spinach.
Ugh. Spinach.
You can have a tomato one.
Mm.
Tomato?
No, thank you.
One.
I don't do fake crisps.
They're not fake.
They're fake
They're
crisps.
not. They're straws. They're not crisps.
They're basically crisps.
They're not. They're straws.
They are basically crisps. I mean, come on.
Tomato one.
Nah, it's alright.
You don't like spinach, do you?
Oh, hell no.
Do you like kale?
With cheese. I don't do kale on its own.
The green ones are spinach. That's
Yeah.
how I know.
I don't do spinach. The kale one's actually okay.
They're so good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would take a packet of crisps or a bag of pretzels over them any day, but
Right. You have pretzels, I have these.
it's perfectly fine with me.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
I will eat and I will love my pretzels because I love them. Just never have too many pretzels in this house because I will eat them.
Oh,
Okay, put it like this, right? A couple of years ago now, my older sister bought me, for my birthday, I remember because I was like so tempted to eat the whole thing in one bloody go, it was a big, like plastic box full of pretzels about this big. They were proper American hard pretzels. Oh my god. I had to try so hard to not eat them in one sitting.
you
I-
wait until you get a stocking at Christmas. And
Oh
it's
my
full
God.
of pretzels and chocolate orange.
Like, I haven't done... Do you know what? My love for pretzels is just about as bad as my love for Sprite. I love pretzels. Salted pretzels are... Mwah.
Do you still get stockings at Christmas?
Yeah.
Do you have... I'm only asking because some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people reach a certain age and don't get stocking.
Well, put it like this, right? So, my dad normally refuses to buy me and my siblings selection box. Well, at least me and my older siblings selection boxes because we're too old for them. I'm like, dude, it's chocolate.
No, you're not.
I'm like, dude, it's chocolate. What the
So,
heck?
do you have like set things that you know you're going to get in your stocking?
No.
So, like for example, let's say my dad will get a Link set. Usually, sometimes it's an Adidas set. Socks, a chocolate orange, wine gums, and then other bits that can fill his stocking. I will always get a perfume of some sort, a chocolate orange, some Smarties, jelly beans, and other bits.
I mean, I'll take wine gums over jelly beans any day.
Dad loves his wine gums. They're my dad's favourite. That's why for Father's Day I got him the wine gums and jelly babies. Because Grandad's was jelly babies. And obviously it was the first Father's Day without his dad.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like a nice little
It was a nice gesture.
nod to him.
To be fair, though, I always get told I'm too old for my favourite holiday of the year, which is Halloween.
How are you too old for that?
I know.
I still decorate. I live on my own and I decorate.
Oh, I love Halloween. It's such a good holiday.
I do need to get a new Halloween bulb for outside.
Thing is, when my little sister was actually little enough, I used to take her trick-or-treating. And I used to love it, because I used to walk around, not only get her to have a good time, but I'd also scare the crap out of random people. Just because I could. Like, I honestly would run into a crowd of people, like, with her, and just scream or do my weird clown laugh or something, and scare the crap out of them.
My nephew made me go as an egg last year. Right.
Don't worry, I will be sorting out a new skill soon. I'm just making a little bit more money.
I was going to say, should we do something other than painting?
Yes, I will be doing so. I'm just making a little bit more money. My next plan is to do writing.
I was going to ask you have plans for Halloween this year, but we've already discussed it and said we will start discussing it.
Closer to the time, because I ain't got a bloody clue what's going on.
Start discussing it after Marcus's birthday, so that we know what's happening.
I cannot make plans that far in advance, because I do not know what's going down.
Yeah, but Mark's birthday is the 20th. Amber's is the 26th. So after the 26th is when we need to start being like, right, if we're doing this, we need to sort it.
Yeah, because that's close enough.
Yeah.
That's only a few days
And
out.
the discussion starts just after Marcus's, so that it's like, does anyone have any plans, blah, blah, blah.
Well, exactly my point, because I don't know what plans are going on.
No, I know.
I have no idea. It's July, Bab. We have all the way until October. I have no clue what plans are going down for anything until closer to the time. And I'm not planning that far in advance. I don't do planning anyway. And I certainly don't plan for 4 months down the line.
Oh, no, you know what you're doing at Christmas?
Christmas is different.
How is it?
That stuff you can arrange far ahead of time.
Can you?
Yeah, because the holiday's for the entire month. It's not just for one day.
No, Christmas Day itself.
Well, yeah, but Christmas Day is the same thing for me every year.
Exactly.
Halloween isn't.
Well, it should be.
Not really. Over the years, plans have changed dramatically. Like, from, year to year.
No.
Sometimes me and the family do a house party. Other years before, when my sister was young enough, I took her trick-or-treating. I used to hang out with friends on some Halloweens. Like, other Halloweens it was a stream night. Like,
If you're streaming on Halloween, can you do a horror game?
It probably will be. It wasn't. It was last year. What did I play last year? I think I did a playthrough of Resident Evil 5. So,
I think you should do Slenderman this year.
no. Those games are crap. Walking around a forest collecting pages, great.
Go play the forest.
I've played the forest.
Brilliant.
It's not that scary.
It's the people that aren't used to that game.
I mean, I guess.
You should jump on and play it with me and my lot. Obviously, if you wanted to stream it, you can stream it. You wait until you see me play the forest. I can't play the forest at night. I actually can't.
I mean, horror games don't particularly scare me that much.
It's just, it makes me feel like really tense.
The only time I really ever feel tense, I love Halloween, as I know the next day my Christmas tree comes out.
I'm so grateful that I can actually do that now.
What, just pull out your Christmas tree?
Yeah. Oh no, my Halloween decorations stay up for like a week after. Just to sort of try and clutch onto Halloween.
To be fair though, I will say this much, like when it comes to Christmas, there is a plethora of Christmas songs, but there is one Christmas song I will listen to on repeat.
Oh, there's one that doesn't even make it to my playlist. I'm not having Mariah Carey in my playlist.
I don't listen to that one, so it's fine.
Go on, what's your on repeat?
Last Christmas by Wham.
Classic.
It is a banger.
You wait till you hear my Christmas
Honestly,
playlist.
when I used to work at Tesco, for the entirety of, well, from the end of November all the way to the beginning of January, we'd literally have a CD of Christmas songs that would play over and over and over again.
We have a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just talking about from back then.
Yeah.
Like, and literally every time that song came on, almost everyone who worked in that store would sing to it. You'd even get customers joining in. It was sick.
When I worked Christmas, in the whole Christmas period, I was predominantly on tills next to the speaker, so everybody got a full karaoke session from me. They didn't get a choice.
To be fair, when I went to Tesco at Christmas, people didn't get a choice. It was like... And then near Halloween, like a few days before and a few days afterwards, they'd play like Halloween-themed, I guess, songs. A lot of them were children's songs, but there was one song I added to that list which was not. And that was Marilyn Manson, This Is Halloween. Because it is a banger.
It's so good.
It is the best Halloween song.
Oh, I don't know about the best.
Flash Mob. It is the best. Either that or,
No, the Fireflies one that I showed you, you know, the cover.
Yeah.
Not the cover, the... What are they called? Parody.
Yeah. Why are you popping up? Leave me alone.
Sorry.
So Emily's just sat there just nomming on vegetable things.
No! When you've been eating... When you've
Oh.
been eating rubbish.
Nom, 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 nom. That's me with pretzels.
That's me with these. I love them so much.
That's the point, actually, guys. Be proud of me. I've got plenty of cans of Sprite in that fridge. And my drink for the stream is Cherry 7-Up.
Cherry up.
It's Cherry Up. To be fair, in the past week, I have drunk so much Sprite.
What do you call, like, wash up liquid? Like, this shape?
Washing up liquid.
So we grew up with... We couldn't have fairy as a kid.
Right.
Because my mum has an allergy to it.
Okay, that's fair.
But I thought we always had fairy.
Right.
So I was like, oh, it's fairy up liquid. I called it fairy up liquid until about 2 years ago when I was told it's really not called fairy up liquid.
No, it's called Fairy Washing Up Liquid. I mean...
But that's why I don't have fairy. If you've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, I like the Aldi ones. Aldi sell one that's apple-scented. Oh my god, it is amazing.
No, it's when the Christmas scents come out and you've got everything with cinnamon. And
Don't I... Reminds me, just after Christmas, me and my mum went to a local shop, and we were buying bits, you know, for the house. And we went past, like, a candle rack, and we saw them. I don't know why anyone would buy these, but they had Brussels sprout scented candles. Why would you want that?
Because it's brilliant as a stocking filler or a table... Do you do table presents?
No.
Okay, so there used to be a tradition. We've never really done the adults did it, but when we were kids, more my grandparents. But then, as I've got older, I've started to do table presents for my mum and my dad. Well, my mum loves Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts. I love the taste
No.
of them. I don't like the smell.
Nah. Ain't even coming near my plate.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a good Brussels
You would
sprout.
be mortified at my Christmas dinner.
Oh gosh.
Did I send you a photo?
No.
It's like, I don't even have a proper meat for it.
What?
Because you probably have like a beef Wellington or a turkey.
We have
or
turkey.
A 3-bed roast. Yeah, something like that.
No, turkey.
I have
Turkey
now-
and all the trimmings.
I'm
Nom, nom,
now
nom.
at the point where I'm like, Mum, don't even bother cooking me a main meat because I just have kilties.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a good turkey though.
I don't like turkey.
Oh, it's banging.
But I don't have a main meat anymore. I used to have. Mum used to homemade the chicken Kiev for me.
Oh, Kiev's are banging though. I mean, I wouldn't eat one on Christmas, but they're banging nonetheless.
But now we just have extra kilties.
I
So
mean,
it's fine.
in my house we have the traditional Christmas dinner.
That's
we
what
have, you
but I
know-
just don't have the main meat.
I mean, the only part of the traditional
Well,
one I don't have is mashed potato. I have boiled because I don't eat mashed potato.
We don't have boiled. We have roasties and mash.
We have roasties and mash, but I have roasties and boiled because I don't eat mash.
I have like a tablespoon of mash and possibly one very small roast.
I can't do 1 teaspoon of mash, let alone, you know.
To be fair, I just mix it with gravy to make it thicker. I really need to clean these glasses because they're
It's-
just getting worse.
It's just the consistency of mashed potato. I can't do it. It's vile. Like, I can't do the consistency of mashed potato. It's absolute trash. To be fair, though, I can't do the consistency for pineapple either. Or banana.
I don't know what kind of goes into that though.
Pineapple, it's...
I know it's a very different texture, but like banana's a mushy texture, mashed potato is a mushy texture, and then you're like pineapple.
Pineapples, I can't do the texture of it because it's a very, very watery fruit.
Oh, I think that's
It
why
makes
I
it very
like
sludgy to
it.
me.
You know when you get that tin pineapple?
Yeah.
I drain the tin into a cup.
Ugh.
Beautiful.
Don't make me vom right now.
It does mean you will never eat one of my favourite meals.
Which is...
DIY pasta.
You don't put pineapple in it, do you?
Yeah, and
Oh.
hot dogs.
Blech.
And tinned ham.
Blech.
Mix it with mayo. 1 punch tuna, but I can't have tuna anymore.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
That does not sound
Oh,
good.
it's beautiful.
No, it's
It
not.
really is.
That's a violation against nature.
No. I bought the pasta to do it as well.
Blech.
Where is it? Because I had a certain pasta I liked with it. There's 2 technically, but just in case I run out. I bought my shells.
Shells are good.
Babes.
Both are alright.
And then I've got 4.
Christmas dinner, you have to have everything. Then moan you can't move for 5 hours after. That is basically what Christmas is like in my house, and I love it.
Oh, 100%.
Like-
If you can move after your dinner, when someone at the dinner table goes, "Oh, should we have pudding?" and you all just stare at them like they've got 12 pence.
Yeah.
Like,
To be fair, though, no one does that in my house because, like, we always have more than enough with our dinner. We wait
oh,
a
no,
while.
someone always makes the joke though.
No one does in my house because we're always just full after dinner. So we always wait a couple hours, then we have pudding.
A couple, you're doing well. Wait, so, wait. What time do you have dinner though? Do you
Early.
Have it, like, not, okay, yeah.
It's
we
about,
have
like,
early.
between 12 and 2, usually.
Yes. So we usually sit down about 12:30. That's our starters, and then mains are usually about 1:30. And then we finally somehow manage the courage to waddle up from the table and roll to a spot to land. And then about 9 o'clock at night, we get the cheese board. No, we get the desserts out and then the cheese board.
I do like a good cheese board.
Love a cheese board.
We do a cheese board at Christmas.
We've got to do a cheese board at Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Like, my favourite part of the cheese board, if we get it, is Blue Stilton.
No.
I love Blue Stilton.
And
It's
I
so
don't
good.
eat, you know how you get like the posh crackers?
Yeah.
I don't eat them. I literally have, you know, the Jacob's Square crackers.
To be fair, though, Jacob's crackers are banging.
They are so good.
Jacob's crackers are amazing. Right, I think it's time I start a new vocation, guys. So, I'm going to need a computer, a desk, and a chair.
Oh, certain ones you cannot have.
I know, I figured as much.
Because I've got a full streamer set up for like 50 simoleons. Just
Where am I
press
looking?
it. So, go on to. Oh, shoot, let me grab my glasses. Sorry, guys.
Objects by function?
No, so can you see the top row where you've got like your kitchen, your toilet, a bed?
Yeah.
Keep going across to the bookcase. Yep. And it's the other one.
Thank you. Let's get the table first. We need a nice table, guys. We need a very nice table.
I should have put my glasses on, done that.
That is a very nice table. I do like that table. It is very spicy.
Yeah, you could have that one.
Although, that is also a nice table.
I love that one.
As is
Different
that one.
colours.
I do like that one as
That's
well.
the child one.
Still looks good. Don't care.
If you go a couple clicks to the other way, they've got it in different colours, basically.
That is very nice. We do like this. I'm just going to go for this one. It's plain, but it's nice.
I think there are different swatches. So once you get it in, if you go up onto the top, your top middle row,
Yeah.
cross one, other way, click that, click your desk, and now you don't have to click on, but, right, okay, I twist your camera.
The game is laggy.
She's a bit laggy, but just pretend she's not. Because you liked the darker version.
I do. It looking clean. Alright, now we need a chair. So guys, we're going to look for a very spicy chair.
You can have any on here. Because they're all reasonably
Ooh.
priced.
Yeah, we need a gaming chair.
Wait. Hang on. Click off that. So click off the menu. Well, yeah. So the one next to the one you just clicked,
this one.
that one, I believe that has lights on it.
Ooh.
And you can get it in black or red. Or black and red. And highlight.
Ooh. I quite like that.
Yeah. I believe it's got lights. Yeah, it has.
Why did it do multiple?
So click off. So press escape.
Okay, there we go.
And then click the chair. Pull it back. You've only got one, you're fine.
Okay. And then we need computer.
Yep. You can't have anything from the first three. You've got to go past that.
Okie dokie.
The one that you were just looking at, the big square,
Yeah.
go the other side of it,
Ooh, that's nice.
streaming setup. And it comes in red as well.
Ooh.
So if you want that one, click that one. Oh, someone's just popped up.
It's a desk that has lights that goes with that.
There
Oh, is there?
actually. I completely forgot about that. See,
You could've
you don't
said.
need me, you need James. Is what you actually need.
You could have said.
Oh, I forgot. Change the colour of the computer before you do the next.
Yeah.
So, do you remember how I've just told you to do it?
Yeah, go to that.
Yeah.
And then click that.
Yeah.
There we go, red. Ooh, actually, no. Not red. Okay.
And then you can change your desk. So click your desks. No, not the colour.
Oh, whoops.
The actual desk itself.
Click off of that.
No, you don't need to do anything with that yet.
Oh.
On the where you got your desk.
Oh, yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah. Desk.
Oh my god, yeah, there is Jane. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Let me. I think you might have to scroll. So, the line you were just on, big pink desk, come towards me with the mouse. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Next one. There you go. And yet again, you can change the colour of that, but.
Ooh, hello there. Oh, this can be sold.
No.
Ah!
Right.
Whoops.
Oh, they're in your inventory, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can keep it pink and white, or you can change the colour.
No, I will be changing the colour.
Like might be. You can have it to match your...
Oh, yes.
Or if you go the one next to it, it matches, but it's got white on it.
Nah, I like that.
So go into your household inventory. Use the word to look the yellow marker. Yeah. There you go. And there's your other bits. It doesn't go any further back than that.
And then we have a sweet looking chair.
Darth is just living his best life.
Oh. Oh, yes, we like that.
Do you want to get a ring light?
Yes, I do.
Go into lights. So, yeah, click the little lamp. Believe it's in there.
When it, of course, loads.
Yes. I'm so laggy today.
It is very laggy
That's why I need a
today.
little perler. Okay, so technically this is just an accessory, so it's not.
This one.
Yeah, I'm not counting towards anything because it's
Okay.
11 simoleons. How cute, and you can change the colour of that as well.
Very nice.
So it's not.
Yeah, I'd like to do that, please.
I didn't think you would appreciate it from the one. I think it just clashes with the setup. They're black.
Yeah. There we go.
But I feel that that's not cheating
No.
because you don't need it.
No.
It's just there for fun.
Yeah.
So I feel that's fine. If anyone in the stream disagrees, obviously I would then suggest going with the stream. Personally.
So, click on that. My dude is always on his phone.
Bear with it. It's because it's lagging.
I know, it's lagging like a son of a biatch.
I don't know why she's so laggy today.
I do not know.
So you can play games and become a gamer.
How to do your creative writing more choices?
How do I do what?
The writing.
Okay,
the
so
right.
become right. Yeah. Then,
Game book. Genre book.
I mean, you can do. You can practice writing as well. Yeah, see, Jade says it's fine. I think because it's not meant for
Yeah.
anything.
It doesn't give like a special function or something.
No, it's
So we're not
literally just
cheating.
an accessory, but it does look good. You lost your bacon.
Yeah. What's the name of the book? Good Night Nightlight. Okay, that's great. This is a children's book. Yeah. Let's write a children's book. There's my vape. It's under my leg.
Aha! Aha.
If you could write a book, what kind of genre would you write?
Fantasy sci-fi.
And what would it be about? And if you say fantasy sci-fi,
Ah.
it's not quite the answer I'm looking for.
Spaceship Go Boom.
Okay. Do you know, I've asked this question before, and someone was like non-fiction. I was like, what would it be about? And they're like, well, non-fiction.
Okay, the next one I will name something funny, Jade. I promise.
Oh.
Should it go like what kind of funny do you want, Jade? What kind of funny?
And also, if anyone has any suggestions as to what to name the books, like just type them and then we'll, because we could get them to name the books. I need to put my
I've
hair
got
up.
one, but I can't use it because of demonetization.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. And you can't copy the name. Well, you possibly could, but you can't really copy the name of books
Wasn't planning on it.
because of copyright.
I'm gonna mute my mic a second, whilst I just tell Emily what the name was gonna be.
Oh no.
So terrific.
Peanuts!
Alright, there we go. Right, so she laughed. Well, we're almost level 2 of writing, so that's cool.
It's good because you're in an inspired mood, so you're gonna go for fun.
Mm-hmm.
What's he wearing? Is he in his gym clothes or something?
Possibly. We will change outfits soon enough. That takes a while to write a book.
I don't know if you can zoom in enough to see his t-shirt. Do you remember what one it is? You're gonna have to spin.
Can't see it because the computer.
Okay, keep spinning. Trust me, I'm the doctor.
Yeah,
With his
trust
little
me, I'm the
dicky
doctor.
belly. And look, it's got his Star Wars trousers on.
I gotta admit though, like, I would never actually use an ultra wide in real life.
I'd rather dual it.
Yeah, I'd rather have 2 separate screens.
I think I'd get confused all in one screen.
It's not so much that. Like, I like the knowledge of if I want to put something on that screen, I just drag and drop it over. I
Do you know
don't
what
need to
else I
worry
could
about
do?
it.
Because you can't have it full. You can't have, like, for example, say you've got YouTube up. You couldn't full screen it, if that makes sense. You couldn't click your little top button and full screen it. Could you?
You could, depending on the video.
No, but if you wanted to do something else,
Oh, no, you could. There is a way to do it. It's just a roundabout way, and it's too much hassle.
Oh, tell a Jim Whipsy.
Also, you will be able to write different genres as your skill goes up. You won't be stuck with just children's. That's good to know.
see, you don't need me. You need Jade. I forget all these little bits. Instead, you've got like little Harper Harrier.
I feel like Darth Maul's first book, if he wrote one, would be like... It'd be an autobiography about himself, and it would be a book called Formerly Darth, Now Just Maul.
No, like your little children's books should be like Grogu's Adventures. And it would be like to the supermarket and stuff. Just really like mundane human
Grogu
stuff.
goes to the store.
Grogu
Grogu.
goes to the post office. Grogu rides a bus. That actually is probably a really entertaining series. For
And then
them.
it goes into the Star Wars mythos, like, Grogu went through hyperspace. Grogu blew up the Death Star.
Grogu visits Tatooine.
Someone needs to do that. Why have they not done that?
Why have they not done children's books being like Grogu goes to the
I know.
supermarket? Because you got Peppa Pig going to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Where's Grogu?
Hey.
Because I'd get them for Squidge. Well, no, I would have. This kid's now on encyclopedias, so I'm not even. I went, do you want to do a bit of light reading and struggle to pick his book up last night?
I mean, I do like a good book. Depends on the book, though.
Caden's reading about steam trains and
See, I wouldn't read stuff like that.
the ins and outs of the
Hey.
the books like that.
You give me a Stephen King book, I'll devour the thing. I love Stephen King novels.
Next time we're at my mum's, I'll bring this book down to you. You will see what this kid is reading. Like, it's insane.
To be fair, though, like, some kids do advance in reading quite fast.
It's insane. This kid reads better than I do. I don't like reading, to be fair, and he loves it, but he reads better than I do. It's nuts.
This is a long book. But
I'm
this
not
is
convinced that
this-
his attention's
this.
bad.
I'm about to say this isn't a children's book. This is a Stephen King novel.
Like, one of my favourite children's books is The Wonky Donkey.
Mine were always the what they called it's the Happy People.
So, as a kid, I used to have Guess How Much I Love You. That was my book. My brother's was Peace at Last, about the bears, and the dad couldn't get to sleep because of all the dripping noise and this, that, and the other. Mine was Guess How Much I Love You.
Darby Funo.
Because Jade, I forgot you could.
I didn't realise you'd forgotten. I'm very sorry.
Ah.
But then at Gummar's, it was Winnie the Witch. But for Squidge, it's the Wonky Donkey.
Hey.
Press play.
Oh, good, but dude's peeing. That's okay. I need to socialize as well, really bad. Fast food. Sure, have a micro quick meal.
You don't have a microwave grabber.
No, I don't, do I? Cook.
Why don't you just grab a quick meal?
Because cooking's fun. Just
Okay.
getting cooking up is not bad. Let's have some lactose-free milk bread.
Oh my god, 100%. And like the Wind in the Willows as well. I used to love them.
See, I did grow up with Peter Rabbit.
I grew up with Peter Rabbit.
I love Peter Rabbit.
Have you not seen Little One's birthday invite?
Yeah,
So cute. They couldn't do Peter Rabbit because that was for the boys.
right.
So, but they did want Peter Rabbit on there. But then as I grew up, my granddad used to send down Enid Blyton books. Why is that me cooking? Hit the deck and I'm just like, yeah, that's down there now. It's floor food, that is.
So this is how it is.
Yeah. That's usually when I scoop it up, put it in the bin and sit and have nothing. Out of sheer pettiness.
I mean, I have the 5-second rule, so.
I do, but I've usually stared at it for 20 before deciding whether to get up or not.
Riff.
And also the Hungry Caterpillar books was so.
I don't remember a lot of the books from my childhood, to be honest.
I know we had a lot of Enid Blyton, and we had Urwally. They were similar to like the Beano and the Dandy.
I mean, I grew up with Beano. Like, I grew up with
Yeah.
Beano.
We grew up with Urwally.
Like, every year, for so many years, I would get a Beano annual for Christmas as one of my presents. I loved it. I used to love the Beano annuals. They were fantastic. Don't put it on there. Where did you put it?
I feel Darth Maul is very similar to you.
What do you mean?
Well, he's just put his plate down directly where he was. Where did you put your plate when she'd finished eating earlier?
Next to me.
Oh my gosh, the magic key.
Don't remember this.
Do you not remember that? My gosh, there was so.
But my memory's like a coffee filter, okay?
Biff and Chip. And they went on adventures and they had a little yellow dog, and I think he was meant to be a Labrador.
Oh, that's alright, he's getting his social up. I'm okay with that.
Hey.
What's the betting he's on Omegle right now?
Look, always playing.
Play the game, yeah.
It's playing the original Sims. Sims Forever. If you get him to play Sims Forever, click on the computer, play game, play Sims Forever. Down the bottom. Scroll right into the computer.
Oh my gosh.
That's the original Sims.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that they put that in.
It is a really cool Easter egg.
Look at even like the menu that they've got. I had that pack. Do you want to take it off treble speed?
Sally Pratt.
Right, cancel his current action.
Hey.
Uh, there we go. Get it social on my computer.
Jade, what are we saying about doing like the little odd jobs and stuff? Because I feel you should be able to do that. But I don't know. Because it's not a career. on household a sec. What shows this? I can't remember what's on there now. That's why I'm asking. Okay, go back. Advertise? What are we advertising?
Oh,
Yeah, see, I think they're fine.
What are our jobs?
So you can go and do jobs and earn a bit of money from them. But they get your... Is it your entrepreneur skills? Entry?
Entrepreneur.
That was it. I was like, I'm saying that and it don't sound right.
No.
And then I was trying to spell it in my head and I was like,
Entrepreneur.
I'm spelling it. Entrepreneur.
Oh.
My 7-Up cherry is actually very nice.
It's so good. I love the fact that even if we have the same can, for example, now we know whose is whose.
Yeah.
Look at my tab.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you... That's not that. If you click on the computer...
I've got the Christmas girl. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, click on the computer. You don't have to do it,
Paza?
but just show where it is. Go into, I believe it's career.
Ooh.
Find odd jobs, and that's where you'd find them.
Oh.
So if you do fancy doing a couple of odd jobs,
Huh.
We could do that. Why not?
Aha.
I think you should go somewhere and do some digging and some fishing and get them skills up.
Sure, we can do. I need to socialise first. I need to sleep as well. So we'll take care of that stuff first, I feel, because I feel like that's going to be very important very quickly. So let's do that. So we'll sleep first.
Oh.
Well, you can socialise when you go to dig and stuff.
Yeah.
You can cancel his action if you want
That's what
to.
I'm trying to do. But my laptop screen was in the way, I couldn't see. Alright, come on, Mole. Time to sleep. It's time to go night-night. A lot of the desk RGB just flickers.
Yeah. Can't read that from here.
Says someone says it's cool I became friends with someone. Do do do. Do 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 la 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 la. Ba, ba, ba.
What are you doing?
I don't know. This is my like waiting around things. Yo,
And
yeah,
speed it up.
it is. Oh, it was sped up.
Hey, Jacob.
Jacob, how you doing? Yeah, my dude need to pee. Nice one, dude. What you been doing? Yeah, I thought it was speeding up.
Check the lights. You've now got RGB lights to check on.
Nice. What's the games of choice today? My dude, eat your bread. Come on, keep eating. You're still hungry. With how much bread this dude has to eat, I'm surprised he's gonna fit into a ship.
That's something you could buy. A
What?
rocket ship to build.
Ooh.
I do think it is like 10k.
I'm gonna pay for that right now. Talking a little bit about Animal Crossing, Hyrule Warriors, SpongeBob SquarePants, Cosmic Shake.
What was the one that I've got one on PlayStation. I can't remember what it is.
For Bikini Bottom.
Think so. Might be. I'm not sure.
My dude, take a shower. So yeah, it's lactose dairy free, so it's basically air. I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's still a lot of bread. Like, it's still a lot of bread.
Yeah, Battle of Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Yeah, that's the remake. I mean, I've never played a SpongeBob game, but I've never really seen SpongeBob. It was...
I love SpongeBob.
By the time it became popular over here, I was already onto, like, Japanese anime. So...
I still love SpongeBob.
Don't get me wrong, at that age I was still watching Saturday morning cartoons, but if they weren't on Nickelodeon, I was watching Boomerang. So by then, I was already onto other things.
That for me was like an after school thing though to watch. Or just before Keenan and Kel. Did you watch Keenan and Kel?
Yeah.
I loved that show.
Keenan and Kel, Drake and Josh,
Drake and Josh, I like.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes. Ed and Eddie.
Didn't really ever watch Ed, and
I
Eddie.
loved Ed and Eddie. Cramp Twins.
Crab Twins, yeah.
Scandus?
Seriously, at least she wouldn't need to... So, true, I guess. I'm trying to think. Then on like the Disney side, you had That's So Raven,
Loved That So Raven.
Liz McGuire.
Liked Liz McGuire. Loved Hannah Montana.
I mean, I didn't, but
My dad used to laugh at it. I don't know if he'll admit that, but he did used to laugh.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Loved Wizards. Sweet Life on Deck.
Wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, I liked Sweet Life.
Wasn't a fan. I always thought for two child actors they were two talentless hacks. It just wasn't funny to me.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was funny. I don't laugh at a lot of TV shows. I find stuff funny, but I don't laugh out loud at them.
I did when I was a kid, but it depended on the show.
How often do you see me laugh out loud at something on the TV though?
Never.
But I find it funny, but I just don't
The one that always made me do it was Tom and Jerry.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Or Looney Tunes.
I did watch Looney Tunes.
I thought that to a putty cat.
Which Roadrunner for me.
Even though Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian was always my favourite of Looney Tunes.
No, Roadrunner, 100%.
My all-time favourite show as a kid was Scooby-Doo.
I did like Scooby-Doo.
Loved Scooby-Doo.
I liked Velma. Although Shaggy was my favourite.
Shaggy was always my favourite. Like, Shaggy was always my favourite. And then when they did the live action, they got Matthew Lillard to play in. It was like perfect casting.
I've still got that DVD somewhere.
Like, it was just such a good cast. You couldn't get better than that, to be honest. Oh, see, I'm trying to read. Oh,
Ain't even funny. Ella's not added me.
yeah.
She's got like a vendetta out against me.
Does she even know who you are?
No, I don't think so. I don't know who she is.
Alright, so, give you guys some context. So, me and Emily play Pokemon Go. And Emily can't put Pokemon in her local gym because there's someone in the area called Ella who keeps knocking her out every time she puts something in within minutes of her putting them in.
And it doesn't matter what time it is. It
Yeah.
could be 2 in the afternoon. It could be 8 in the morning. It could be 3 in the morning.
She will religiously just take her out of the gym. So earlier on, we were doing a raid in the local gym, and this trainer Ella joined into the raid. And after the raid had ended, they added me through the game, because you could do that through raids. And Emily had sent her a friend request, and she didn't get accepted yet. She said, this Ella sent me one.
But we tested it. We've tested it a few times. We tested it by putting, because obviously Mork and Josh are both Team Instinct.
Yeah.
So we tested it by doing that. And they weren't knocked out.
Nope.
We've tested it. I tested it the other day because Paige around the corner, she's Team Valor. Wasn't touched. I knocked Paige out to test it. 2 minutes, if that, later, I was out and she was in. I was like, do you know what?
This person has a serious problem with you. Like, they literally have a serious
They
issue with
do.
you. What did you do?
I don't know, because we have a nice routine going. I'd have it overnight and they'd have it throughout the day, so we'd both get 50 coins.
I don't know what happened. This person just does not like you.
I know.
Like, whatever you did to offend them, I don't know what you've done, Bab, but you clearly really pissed them off somehow.
I know.
Like, I'd like to know what you did.
I'd like to know what it is.
Because clearly this person does not like you very much. Like, you know, for most people it's Pokemon Go. For you it's Pokemon Go F yourself.
It is. I have to go across the road to do the gym.
Made an enemy on your street.
Well, I don't think so. I like everyone on my street.
Well, whoever it is, they've got to be on this street somewhere because they're always in access. Yeah. Just knock on the door tomorrow. Hi, are you Ella?
To be fair, I have said. Send one of the kids round. This child was crying 2 stories to get in the house. He's brilliant, though, bless him.
What I'd do is just, like, get a cheap crap phone that can play Pokemon Go, create an account, and just knock her out of the gym every time she puts something in. Just do it to her.
That's what I was going to do on the second phone with Caden's account, and I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. Go door to door and ask. Well, it's got to be within a radius, so I've got a rough idea of the radius.
Yeah.
Because I do Pokewalks.
Well, that's the thing. To, you know, be able to do that consistently, you have to be within vicinity of the gym.
And they can't be as far away as I am because I'm not always in my house. I'm not
No.
always in vicinity. Look at like where we're sat now is fine. Go to bed. It's there.
Yeah.
and you have to lean forward with your phone.
What a minnow. Nice. Like,
To be fair, that's part of the reason I want to swap my room around.
so you can always hit the gym from
Yeah.
bed. Yeah. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Honestly, it's mad.
It's nuts.
Oh, wow.
But they must know that it's winding me up. But then when I stopped knocking them out of the gym because they were doing that.
Hey, fishing level 4.
Nice. But when I stopped knocking them out of the gym because because of what they were doing, they created an account on Yellow. I was like, if you just want to, like, kick a girl while she's down, do you know what I mean?
She definitely likes to kick you when you're down.
Swear. Like,
What a discus. I always thought that was a sporting thing.
a discus. Yeah, it is.
That's a discus.
It's the whoosh one.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
always
we-
really bad at
we-
it because I
we-
forget to let go.
But we weren't allowed to play discus in our school, not after what Joe did.
We weren't allowed to play shot put.
Manzo.
So,
That's the
Joe,
ball
my
from
best
there,
mate
but-
Joe, he broke my teacher's jaw with a discus. So the teacher, like, we were all standing behind, far behind, and the teacher was sort of in between us and him, like
Yeah.
halfway. He went to spin to throw the discus and let go early. It went flying into the teacher's gob, just completely shattered his jaw. Oh, we weren't allowed after that. Then again, in year 11, we weren't allowed to play dodgeball either because of me and Joe.
We never played dodgeball.
Oh, we loved it. It was one of the sports we played consistently. 'cause everyone loved
I was in
it.
the girls' lot though, weren't I? The guys played dodgeball, and the guys did.
That was the thing for certain sports in my school. Boys and girls team together, depending on the sport.
Is it softball where they've got the glove?
Yeah.
The boys did that as well. We did rounders.
So, like, the way it worked in our school was, so for any sport that didn't rely on pure strength, girls were teamed with boys.
No.
So, because the ideology of the school I went to was that, you know, you were trying to make friends with everyone, not just one gender, especially in PE because it's a team-based thing most of the time. So, for sports like dodgeball, we were actually paired together, boys and girls.
No. I know that the girls did trampoline.
We weren't allowed to obviously get changed together, but we were allowed to team together when we were in the sporting hall.
The girls did trampoline and boys did that.
There were some sports that were girl exclusive, some that were boys exclusive, like, you know, stuff like gymnastics was mostly girls,
No, both did that.
but didn't in our school. Whereas something like, let's say, badminton was unisex. We both did
Girls
it.
only.
We all did
I
that.
got Emily points because I couldn't hit it over the net. And then 2 years later, we found out it's because my vision is that bad. I've got no depth perception. That's why I'm really cautious of roads because I don't clock the cars quick enough.
See, there were 3 sports that I always loved doing in PE. Dodgeball, badminton, and tennis.
Tennis, yet again, I got Lee points. I got Emily points if I could hit it
Love
over the net.
tennis.
Rounders, I was always picked. I was one of the first picked. If anyone wants to know just how fat I am, I learnt to hit the ball hard enough. I didn't have to run and could still get all 4 posts.
Well, this was the funny thing I remember because at one point it got to a point in dodgeball where instead of having 2 teenagers be the captains, it was
Yeah.
2 different teachers because they always tried to separate me and Joe because we were so good at working together. But before it was like an unwritten rule with the school that before the match began, you were allowed to trade players to the other side if you really wanted them. It got to a point where the other teacher traded over 6 of the other students to get me on that team with him. Because we were so good at what we did. Like, we would dominate dodgeball every match.
We did.
It always
so,
came down to me and Joe being the final 2.
Like year 7, 8, and 9, it was mixed. Year 9 and year 10 and 11, it wasn't. But I remember 7, 8, and 9. They always used to put me, and I don't know why. I think they did it for the laughs. They used to put me in goal at football, and I used to go crawl up into a ball. And there was a lad, and he was lovely, and he used to go, "That's not how you play." He's like, "Right, deep breaths." As soon as they started playing, he's like, "Right, deep breaths, deep breaths." Ball's coming towards you, like telling me everything as if I couldn't see it. And then it gets shot, and the lads would kick it so hard.
They do.
Like, I grew up with a group of lads. I know how hard that ball is going to hit me and how much it's going to hurt. Because we used to go to the park and obviously use your jumpers as the goalposts and stuff. Did you ever do that as a kid?
No, because I don't like football.
Oh, I never played. It was just always my jumpers that got used.
Whenever football was the sport we were playing that day, I'd conveniently lose my PE kit.
Did you not have to get any out of the PE kit at school?
They didn't have my size.
They literally had.
Didn't have my size, so it's like, oh, you can just go sit in the class. Okay, cool.
No, they had extra. I never forgot my PE kit because I was not getting in. They never got washed. You
They
opened the bin and it was like you were heaving.
They didn't do spare PE kits in my school.
Oh, we had spare PE kits.
They didn't do it. So, like, when it was football or a sport I just didn't want to play, I just conveniently lose my kit. And then just go sit in a class.
The girls did swimming for all of 2 weeks. Because we all had notes.
We didn't do swimming.
We all had notes because no one wanted to. I'm not being funny. You've seen my hair when I get out of the shower when it dries. I'm not going around school looking like Hagrid.
She goes to one of the little, like, year 7 students, you're a wizard, Harry.
Like, literally. It was the worst.
Like, for me, because at the time I had long hair. So, like, they never did spare kit at mine, too. That's gross.
Right? And they literally never washed it. You could smell the spare kit tubs from down the hall. It was like a big wooden box with just a lid. And you'd lift it, like, you didn't even need to lift it up to know where it was. You could sniff your way to it from 4 miles away. It was
But that's the
horrendous.
thing, right? Because, like, you know, back when I was, like, 13, I was never picked first at any sport. Because at the time, I was, like, 5 foot nothing. I was 5 foot tall, 5 foot round.
That's me now.
Right? But then, within, like, the span of, like, 6 months, I had a massive growth spurt. Like,
I was the tallest in my year until... In fact, I was the tallest in my year in year 9. End of the year. Beginning of year 10, I was the shortest.
well, that's
in
the thing,
6
'cause
weeks, everyone shot up and I've not grown since year 9.
I literally had a massive growth spurt. I grew up over a foot in, like, 6 months. My feet grew, like, 4 sizes. I remember because me and my mum had to rush into my town centre one day because my feet just wouldn't fit into my shoes. So we had to rush, and my poor mum had to spend, what was it, like 200 quid on trainers. Because they were the only ones we could get in my size that were appropriate for school.
We had, so...
Oh, man. Same with the sports bibs, too, though. Still smell
Oh,
it.
horrendous. It was horrendous. But, like, I mean, Jade, I don't know if you'll know what I'm on about, but we used to have these, like, little dolly shoes, they're called. They're literally, like, little slip-on shoes. And they used to be pure black, and they'd have a little bow on for school. My parents bought me them. I had to get rid of the bow, and because I refused to rip it off, they obviously had to contact my parents to say that she can't wear them. So they bought the exact same ones, but this time they were a shiny version, but no bow.
Did I just fish out a box?
I possibly did. Go into your inventory. But I had like...
I found a kitchen upgrade part.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I had the shiny version with no bow. I got told my shoes were too shiny. I then bought... My parents, within the first half term of school, possibly spent close to 500 on shoes just to satisfy the school.
Yeah, but this is what I never understood about my school, because it was one rule for one and one rule for another, right?
Oh yeah, there was other kids walking around in literal like Nike Airs,
Well, that's the thing, right?
and yet
so,
I'm being pulled up.
when I would have been 14 at the time. I got my eyebrow pierced because other kids around the school had like lip piercings and nose piercings and tongue piercings. So I'm like, screw it, I want my eyebrow done.
I got
So
pulled out of class for my hair being a not natural colour. It was ginger at the time, on purpose. It was a non-natural colour. I was sat next to a girl who had gorgeous ginger hair, natural ginger hair. And she's like, not natural. Am I getting pulled out also?
I was just like, yeah, but I got my eyebrow done So, like, the next day I went into school, and they were like, you can't wear that, you got to take it out. I'm like, I can't take it out for 6 weeks. It's just the way it is. I'm not taking it out anyway.
We
Just screw
used to get told
yourselves.
off we'd had our ears pierced.
So, like, for 6 weeks, until I could put retainer balls, which are, like, clear see-through balls on it,
Yeah.
I was stuck in a single classroom with my head of year. Bearing in mind, she was a lovely woman. I loved my head of year. She was awesome. We'd literally sit there while she was teaching her classes. I'd just sit in the back of the room drinking cups of tea and just do my work. Between every
You know what?
between every lesson she had, she'd be like, want another cup of tea, Ben? There was some biscuits back there as well. I'm not even kidding. She just give me tea and biscuits. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. Can't I just stay here?
Do you know what? Some of my teachers, Mr. Atherton, my maths teacher, brilliant. Mr. Broccolera, for the first 3 years, I called him Mr. Broccoli. He was brilliant. He was an RE teacher. Mr. Noger and Mr. Nakeshri, my science teachers, were genuinely brilliant. Like, it didn't matter how you learnt, they would adapt to each student. Some students don't learn by reading a book and writing it down. Some students learn by actually doing stuff. Everyone learns differently.
Yeah.
And even though it's a science class and they're trying to teach 30 students in one, like, let's say in 1 hour's session, they're trying to teach 30 students. They did this for every lesson.
I'm allergic to, so I told her to shove it. That was the thing. Like, they want, like, originally, when I got my eyebrow done, they wanted to exclude me for 6 weeks. I'm sat there, my mum was sat there like, you can't just exclude him from school for it. Like, he needs to learn, he needs to be in class.
Yeah.
So they came to the compromise that I would sit in the class with my head of year until I could put retainer balls on it, which I eventually did, because I wasn't taking it out. They'd go screw themselves. But, like, I had the same issue, because back then I had really long hair. And I dyed it. I dyed it blue and green, because I thought it looked really cool.
I had pink hair for a day.
And I went to school the next day with it, and they're like, you gotta dye it back. And I'm like, no. You've got 2 choices. You either let me in school with my dyed hair, or I just go home. I'm not too fussed either way, mate.
Oh, no,
If you want to exclude me for over 3 months whilst my natural hair colour comes back, then I'll sit at home and play PS3 all day. I don't particularly friggin' mind.
Would you have been allowed to?
Yep.
That's so cool.
If they had excluded me for that long, because they could have done, I wouldn't have had to go to school at all.
No, but would your mum not have made you do schoolwork at home?
Oh, Mum would have. Yeah, I would have done that.
I was gonna say, I was
But
like,
then,
how cool is your mum? Like, no.
Well, no, but
No,
like,
but you probably would have been allowed to do more game time than I probably wouldn't have been allowed on my game
Yeah.
until I was back at school.
like
Annoying.
at the end of the day, they had 2 choices. So, the thing was, the school decided in the end it wouldn't be worth it because they don't want the bad press of like, oh, we sent a student home just because of some dyed hair.
I had a teacher tell
I
me I
think
filled
so.
my trousers out too much because she didn't want to call me fat in front of the class.
Oh wow. Great. Okay. Yeah. By the way, my student's too fat.
But I'm not being funny. My parents spent 30 quid on 1 pair of school trousers. So basically, we had the same uniform, which was black trousers and a white polo top. I was at school for 5 years, so 4 of them, that was my uniform.
Yeah.
The last year, about a month before we split up for summer holidays, a text got sent home. This is your new school uniform. Here's a link to when you can get it, and you had to go to the school to get fitted for like your blazer and things.
Yeah.
Now, you know me well enough to know I like an oversized t-shirt. I like oversized jackets. I'm not a fitted person.
But I'm not either. I like my stuff oversized too. To a
And
degree.
I wanted my blazer oversized because I could always get the sleeves cuffed and things.
Makes sense.
And they were really just not having it. I would want 2 or 3 sizes bigger and just cuff the sleeves. That's what I would want.
I mean, yeah, but it depends on really, like, because the thing was for school clothes, I was a very tight fit kind of person.
Nope. It's like my shirts. To be fair, all my shirts had to be taken up because I would buy shirts that I would deem would fit me, Because you know how you do, you know on like a men's shirt, you do the top collar and it's meant to sit there.
Yeah.
I can't have that. Like even today, this has been annoying me. This is some Charizard top. And like, I can't have it like right up here, but you had to have your top buttoned or not.
By the way, I do want to quickly clarify something. When I said earlier on that I would have just gone home and played PS3, like that was an expression.
No, but would your mum, you know when let's say you got excluded
Yeah.
for your hair,
Yeah.
if you'd have done some schoolwork at home, would your mum have allowed you to go on your games consoles before and after school times?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't have had that.
Like.
I
You
wouldn't
know.
have. I wouldn't have had that. I was never excluded, to be fair, but I
Ugh.
would.
From years 9 to 11, I got excluded like 12 times.
But I would
All
never
for the
have had
dumbest
that.
stuff.
That's why when you said it, I was like, you must have at least been allowed on them at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have been.
To be fair, though, more often than not, when I got excluded from school, it was because of the dumbest things. Like, you know, one day, in the middle of winter, the central heating wouldn't work, and it was like -5 in the classroom. I was freezing my ass off. So, you know, I'd go to the teacher, I'm not being funny, but she had told me to take my jacket off. I'm freezing. I'm keeping it on.
In summer, we ended up having to get the parents to complain to the school because students were passing out with the heat. Because you had to have, so you had your shirt and your tie, then you had a jumper, and then your blazer. And it got to the point where students were passing out, so a notice went around the school and it was like, you can take your jumper off, but you have to keep your blazer on.
Ah, mask's cutting in and out.
And the parents were complaining, obviously, because we still had to sit in the heat of summer, like the height of summer, we're sitting in shirt, tie, and blazer.
No, you don't. Oh,
Wait, hang on. So if you were excluded and you wanted to go out and play after school, would you have been allowed?
yeah. Well, it depended on what I was excluded for. Like, if it was
Obviously, if it was like it was something that wasn't your fault.
something that wasn't my fault, then yeah. Because it was not really my fault.
No, I still wouldn't have been allowed.
I'm not being funny, right? But when I got home and I told my mum exactly what had happened, she was like, well, what's the problem? And I'm like, I know, right? It was freezing and I wanted to keep my jacket on.
I wouldn't have been allowed.
I'm not being funny, right? But it wasn't exactly like it was like this, you know, over-the-top, offensive jacket. It was literally a hoodie. A black hoodie.
Did you have blazers at school?
No.
You were a few years, you were a couple of years older before
Yeah.
the blazers all came in. So we used to put our hoodies under our blazers. And
We
in
didn't
winter,
have blazers.
In winter, they used to make you show to see if you've got a hoodie on under your blazer, even if it was fully tucked in. And they'd be like, "Can we do a hoodie check?" And you used to have to take your blazer off to do a hoodie check. And if you had a hoodie on, you were sent to like it was called pastoral where we were, but I know that it's like there's all different names for it.
See, for me, literally all we had was a white polo shirt and a set of black trousers.
That's what we had
That
for
was
4
literally all
years.
it was. They instituted the blazer thing the year after I left. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm down. Like, that's completely fine with me. Like, I don't need to wear some stupid blazer. But to be fair, it's like when I worked in retail, I absolutely hated wearing the smart blue trousers and the stupid blue shirt they made you wear.
Mine's bright purple. I don't buy mine though, to be fair.
Yeah, but mine was like a proper shirt.
Mine was, but because of when I joined, they were changing the uniform over, so I didn't have to do it.
I was literally like, oh, you work customer services desk, so you're going to be dealing with a lot of people. Here you go, you have to wear formal wear. I'm just like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. When I worked phone shop, I literally had like the blue polo shirt. Why can't I just wear that? It's so much more comfortable and easier to put on. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about looking like a total tool.
Trying to find.
Because I look like an absolute tool with that stupid suit on. I mean, to be fair though, I will admit, like, during those years, I was a pretty bad kid. Like, you know, my mum had to put up with so much crap from me back then. Because I was very rebellious, very belligerent. A lot of school I did miss, but that was mostly because I refused to go.
I've met your mum enough times now to know that no matter how you were back then, you were always going to turn out nice.
Until 2017, I wasn't. I was very, very selfish. I've always made a point of saying, if you'd met me back then, you wouldn't have liked me.
But the thing is, you've got such a good mum, do you know what I mean? So, like, in my head, you were always going to turn out nice.
Yeah, but...
You would have always been a good person, whether you showed it or not. You would have always been a good person. I couldn't see you being any different. Because your mum is so lovely.
To a degree, yes. But until 2017, when everything happened that changed my whole life, you know, I was a very selfish person. You know, I've always made a point of saying to most people that you would not have liked me. Because people wouldn't have liked me back then. I was very self-centered. I was very, very money motivated back then. Because all I did was work. Like, I was practically killing myself working there. I was working upwards to 100-hour weeks. That's how bad it got. I worked, I think it was 7 weeks with not a single day off. I went in every day, did 12-hour shifts for 6 days a week for literally 2 years. It was practically killing me being there.
The thing is, I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated, especially, I'm very different at work. I'm motivated when I go to work because I love what I do and I work with such a good bunch of people that I don't want to let them down. So yeah. I'm not necessarily motivated by money. I'm motivated by trying to help other people and make their life. I probably don't. I'm probably more of a hindrance, but I do try.
The problem was back then I hated my job so much that I was in it for just the money because I hated it. It sucked.
See, I think I'm really lucky because I've never been in a job for the money. I've always loved my job.
But that's the thing, considering how much crap I've put my mum through over the years. Like, when I was a teenager, I was rebellious, I was belligerent, I was a bit of an a-hole, to be quite honest with you. You know, and she handled me very well. Then, when I worked in retail, I was a nightmare because when I got home from work every day, I was angry, I was irate constantly because I hated it so much, but knew I needed the work. So it was like, well, you know, and she helped me deal with all of that. Then when I went through chemotherapy in 2017, she was there every single day, bar one day where I sent her home because she...
Go and rest!
She needed a break, so I'm like, go home, please. Like, she missed one day, and that was because I sent her home because she needed a break.
Shut up.
You know, like, so for all the crap I've put my mum through over the years, like, she's always been there for me.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like, you know, it was always, you know, she was always there for me whenever I needed her.
Yeah.
She still is to this day.
Well,
anytime I need to talk, anytime I need something, I just go to my mum.
Well, I love that.
You know? Like...
Caption. What was I doing back in 2012?
What on earth? I had this one teacher who I swear was out to get me, still to the point where when I had a pink, she sent me to the office. I was sent back with a note which just stop on it. Jesus Christ.
That was my uniform, it was navy.
See that, yeah, that was a pretty standard uniform. Because my brother, he's 2 years younger than me, he was in the same school as me. And the year after I finished, he ended up with like the whole blazer and the whole tie and the whole stupid monkey suit getup.
Yeah.
He ended up with the entire thing.
We did.
So like, he ended up with an entire monkey suit. Like, to be fair, you know, like I ended up with one when I worked in retail, so. I ended up with all the dumbass monkey suits. The thing was, though, that was one of the reasons why I ended up quitting the job in 2018 because when I went back, you know, when I was going through all my stuff in 2017,
Yeah.
they treated me like crap. They legit treated me like crap. Every other day I was getting phone calls from my manager asking when I was going back. And so they're like, I'm constantly hooked into a drip right now. What do you want me to do? Look it around with me? Like, what do you people want from me? So, like...
No, see, I'm really lucky. I've always been lucky with my jobs, I think, now. But I've never had... Don't get me wrong. Well, no, I probably haven't, just not realised it, because you know what I'm like.
Yeah.
But where I am now, genuinely can't fault them. They are genuinely the loveliest bunch of people. And I honestly love them to bits. And that's part of the reason that I want to go back so bad.
That was literally the only part of the job I loved was, like, the colleagues on my level. Like, I'm still friends with a lot of them to this day.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a couple of them work in the Tesco's near me.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a Tesco not far from my house. One of my old colleagues works in there. She's lovely.
Yeah.
Just up the road near my chemist's, there is another Tesco where another one of my friends from that store I worked at moved to.
Yeah.
And she's fantastic. I've always been friends with her. Like, you know, those people I do miss. You know, because they were good people. They were nice people.
I'm the same though. Like, I want to go back just because I miss my colleagues. I miss my managers. How many people get to say that about their managers?
Not many, because my managers suck.
My managers are so lovely, and like sometimes I'm a right halfwit, as we all know.
Honestly, like,
And
the
they
worst
just-
part of that job was management. They sucked. They treated every colleague like absolute crap.
Listen, I know how lucky I am with my job. And I genuinely want to do everything I can to go back, just to go back.
It got to a point, you know, in the final few months I was there, that I would end up in hour-long screaming matches with my manager on the shop floor in front of all the customers because of how much of an idiot she actually was. That's the thing. Like, I had to deal with that kind of crap on a daily basis.
So obviously I'm retail. You get it sometimes. I had someone raise their voice at me. Before I'd even opened my mouth to explain to them the situation, I had 4 guys jump in front of me to defend me. And I was like, oh, okay. The bloke literally was just like, no, you don't talk to my colleague like that. No. Like, straight up. They weren't going to take it. They were just like, no, you don't talk like that. You can get out. Whereas I would have just happily been like, come on, no, let's try and sort it. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to be happy.
That was the thing. It was the same sort of thing when I worked at Tesco, because, like, I was obviously on customer services desk,
Yeah.
along with a lot of the colleagues that I'm still friends with.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, anytime there was a different customer, bearing in mind, a lot of these, you know, pretty much all my colleagues on that desk were, like, literally small women.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, like, you know, your height or smaller.
Don't get me
So,
wrong,
like-
I understand I'm 5 foot tall, 5 foot round, but I am weak.
But, like, you know, when they're dealing with a dodgy return,
Yeah.
and they get an irate customer and they need some backup, they always call me, because, you know, I'm 6'2", you
Yeah.
know. I'm big built, not muscly, but I can still hold my own. So, like, they'd always call me over. Because security at our store was absolutely bloody useless. They were useless.
We don't have security, we have colleagues.
Well, it was a big Tesco store, so they had security at the door.
Yeah, all supermarkets have security. I don't text those. Think about it.
Well, people just walk out of your store with random crap.
Yeah, they do.
So,
yeah,
You know, maybe they actually do need some security on.
Yeah, probably. We are meant to have someone stood at the door at all times, but that's just not the case. Because if customers need help, then the manager, the floor manager, will just jump in.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe, like, your workplace should hire security. Because,
I'd say I'd do it, but like, let's be honest.
no offense, Bab, I don't think you're quite cut out for it.
No.
I mean, you're too nice a person for a start.
They've been nicking it, and I'm like, have a lovely day.
Yeah, exactly. You're just too nice a person.
Do you need help carrying your bags? Full of stuff you've not paid for.
Exactly right. Like, you're too nice a person to be security. I mean, I could do it.
Oh, I really couldn't.
I could. What Pokemon Monotype challenge run should I do on Pokemon Violet? I mean, to be fair, I don't know, because I've not played the game. So I couldn't tell you which one would be the most challenging or which one would be the most fun because I don't know. Because I don't know a lot of the Gen 9 Pokemon, that's the problem. But to be fair, that one job is the only real job I've ever had.
I worked in care for quite a few years altogether, but different companies. I did love it, to be fair. It's a really good job.
Pokemon Shield.
Arfanaya. Manzo.
I would say either ice or steel typing would be kind of interesting. I feel like ice or steel could be an interesting monotype you could do. Because being realistic, whenever I've seen people do like monotype runs on Pokemon, they always do like, you know, the
Global grass.
yeah, like the you know, the standard types that anyone can do. Whereas for me, it's like, well, what about one of the typings that's not really used in monotype? Because monotype is like, again, with how many Pokemon there are nowadays, you know, monotyping is a lot easier because there's so much choice that you can always whittle out the bad Pokemon, just use the good ones.
Yeah. That will do me.
I better get back to my house because apparently I need to pay my bills.
Oh, you've been shut off.
No, not yet, but I
Do you
will
know
be.
how to pay bills?
Nope.
Okay, when you get, I need to go for it. When you get back to your house,
Yeah.
click on your mailbox.
And hit pay bills?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured it'd be something simple like that, but... Okay, Jacob, that's cool. Well, apparently man needs to pay his bills.
How much are they?
Don't know yet, I haven't got back to my house.
Oh yeah, she's laggy tonight.
Yeah, she's a little bit laggy, so it's taking a hot minute. But that's okay, hot minutes are fine. But no, like, clarifying again what I was on about earlier on with the whole exclusion thing. Like, if I got excluded, it was totally my fault. I was not allowed my stuff. You know.
But that's what I was saying. Like, if it wasn't your fault, what you were on about was something that's not your fault.
Yeah. Like, if it was my fault, I get it. And I wasn't allowed my stuff, and that's okay. Because, you know, I got excluded for something stupid I did. That's completely fine. But, say for example, when I got my eyebrow pierced, which was dumb, wasn't an issue. Because, you know, no offense, but they didn't exactly clarify what the rules were. Because I'd asked, and some people said it was okay, and some people said it might not be. So I was just like, well, screw it. You know, if they want me in school, they'll let me in. But a couple of times I got excluded was totally my fault. And that in those instances, I was not allowed my stuff.
Oh, no, 100%. But, no, the reason I was questioning it because the thing that you were on about was something that's like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's something that you shouldn't be excluded for.
No.
But for me, personally, my parents wouldn't have allowed that. Wouldn't have allowed me to have, like, access to things, like, privileged things. Whereas, like, your mum's cool, so you were. Basically.
I mean, yeah, my mum was cool as crap. Like, I love them.
Your mum is lovely.
Like, you know, but like in instances where I misbehaved, I wasn't allowed my stuff.
Oh,
in instances that
obviously.
wasn't my fault, then I was, because
Yeah.
it's just not my fault, you know. They either didn't give me enough information, or they sent me home for something really dumb. In which case, you know,
Yeah.
there's the beautiful thing about my family, and I love it, because we're able to just see the stupid. So, like,
Like,
you know, when something is really, really dumb, we're all like, what the fudge? Like, we're all like that, because it's like, wait, what? Why? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like in my family, as you've probably seen, because you've been there when we've lost quite literally one of the main men in the family,
Yeah.
and we're all obviously you weren't at the first bit,
No.
you weren't at the crab, but you were. Have you got a plate stuck in the wall?
Yes, I have, because the mouse is cutting
It's
in and
there.
out. Oh my god. The mouse is cutting in and out. It's
Just
making...
click it. You don't have to hold it. Just click it.
Let's get him to do it, I guess, because... Yes, I know, my dude, you need energy. It's cool. You can have energy in a minute. Put the plate away.
You can't get it. Right, do it from that angle and just drag it onto like the floor or something.
Well, I'm clicking it and it's just coming up.
Just hold it. Like, click down.
I am.
Tissawi.
I'm literally clicking down and it's not doing anything.
Ah, well, we've got a plate on the wall now. It's a decoration.
Yay!
It might fix it next game. It's been really laggy today anyway. But yeah, like, oh no, it's on the floor. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just being really dumb.
I can't do it because the mouse is screwing out so hard. Even electrical bug type for my type, I'm sure. So that could be cool.
Janifeds.
I'd do bug. Bug could be interesting.
Take it off the mat and try it on.
I did.
Oh.
It's not making a bloody difference. Yeah, I can't hold it because it's just screwing out so hard.
Yeah, as I was saying, like you've seen, like when we lost my granddad and it was his funeral day. He didn't want a funeral, so I don't really know what to call it. His celebration of life.
Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more appropriate.
That's more granddad. But my lot were all just chatting. There was literally, we had drinks, there was like a buffet and stuff, and it was just to celebrate. It wasn't. It was
Yeah.
a sad day. Don't get me wrong. Right? Oh, you'd have seen me in the morning. I was doing all right, holding it together. Walked out. I'm gonna go again, and saw everyone because they'd made the fishing rods. They'd handcrafted these fishing rods with fish, and they all stood there. And because my granddad was known for his fishing.
Yeah.
And they lined the street with them as we left the street. And they all had roses as well to put on top. And it was just beautiful.
Yeah, but Bab, that morning your granddad passed, I met up with you.
I felt so bad for your friends though. The first day of meeting your friends, and I literally turn up and I'm like, my granddad passed away 20 minutes ago. I was bawling my eyes.
I'd like to point out that I offered to just not meet up with my friends at all and just go straight back to yours.
Well, to be fair, in my head, and this is how I think this is how we both are, because I think you'd probably done the same. Because I was like, no, go and meet up with your friends. I'll be alright. I can meet you back at home. And you're like, no, that's not how this works.
Ah, I got rid of the plate.
Woo!
Stupid ball plate.
No, I did feel bad meeting your friends for the first time, and I'm just bawling my eyes out.
Like, I did offer to go straight back to yours.
But you offered before I'd even left mine to go and say
Yeah.
my goodbyes. Like, and I know you kept offering just in case I was like, I need to go home. I think I did all right though until that evening. I did get most of it out between the hospital and town though.
Yeah.
Like, I know people were looking at me on that bus. I'm literally I've played you the voice note I sent to Marcus, haven't I?
To be fair though, Bab, it's completely understandable you've just lost your granddad, you know?
Well, as far as I was aware, it's going to be an extra 24 hours.
Well, yeah, but, you know,
Like,
like, you didn't know that going in there, though, did you?
no. I didn't know that we didn't.
Thing was, I didn't find out he passed until I'd already met up with my friends.
No, because I told you to go. I was like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be with you in like, what does I was like, I'll be with you in like half an hour. Didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it's fine because I'm only going to pop in. I didn't want to get in the way. I didn't want to get in any of the way of his car or anything. I just wanted to say my goodbyes. And that's in the wall.
Oh, for God's
He
sake.
didn't make the bin light up.
Why does the game put plates on a wall?
Why don't you put plates in the wall?
Because they're not decorations, that's why.
But yeah, no, I didn't. To be fair, when I got there, it was because, obviously you already know this, but it was because when I got there, we went into the family room so that they could make him comfortable and medicate him a little bit more and stuff.
Ah. The mouse is just playing up something really chronic.
I don't know where my
And it's
batteries are.
becoming impossible to play.
Right, hang on.
Like, I can't use the friggin' mouse.
I need to find the batteries. I have got some.
It's just becoming impossible.
Right.
Like, I can barely move the damn thing at the minute. That's how bad
It
it's
must
getting.
be. It must need a new battery. Where's your mouse?
In my bag.
Oh.
It's in here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I know it is. I packed it. I always do. There it is. Can I plug in mine in, Bab, if you don't mind?
Just want to take the camera off that brand.
If I can get to it.
I honestly don't know where them batteries are.
I've gotten 2 Streamlabs, but it's just like, oh, you wanted to click open the folder? No. Open the damn folder! Hang on, I'm not turned it off yet. It's just not playing ball at all.
No.
Stupid thing.
There he is.
Oh, what hell, what's time on? No, mine's not playing at all. Is it not fully connected?
Well, it beeped as if it was.
Technical issues, guys.
What about now?
No, my mouse isn't working at all.
I should be alright.
My mouse isn't working at all. What on earth?
Was yours in your backpack?
No, it was in the suitcase. Oh yeah, this is a funny one, guys. So I was waiting for the bus to come down to Emily's.
Retry mine.
I literally got to the bus stop.
Okay.
No, it's just not playing ball properly. It keeps cutting out really bad.
Just. Do you want to check that top drawer? No, it's not going to be past paper.
Oh wait.
That might be one. They're not the batteries I was thinking of.
Look, if it works.
That's stupid if it works.
It's not stupid if it works.
I know I put one down and they were there, but now I don't know where I put them. Twist you back in.
That's that way, because I always forget. Pop. Ah, there we go, it's working.
Is it?
Yes,
I don't know, that battery's been in there.
I can actually play.
Woo!
Right, my guy is really tense.
So were you about 30 seconds ago. So.
Well, yeah, but that was mostly because I'm trying to stream and I couldn't play the stupid game because... Well, it didn't want to work.
We're going to have to pick more batteries in time when we go tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can put stuff in the bin. It doesn't enter the wall. Yay!
It's fine, this is just hard mode. You see what Jay's put?
Yeah, like, hard mode. How to not be able to play the game. I know, it's roasting, man.
What time are we?
11:30.
We should be alright.
Yeah.
It should be in by now. I'm not moving for like 2 minutes. Just gonna cool my body temperature down by 70.
I don't know where this heat's randomly come from, to be perfectly honest with you. I think the game's crashed, by the way.
Bear with it. You've not saved either.
No.
Just bear with it, she's being spicy.
She better continue, because I need to save.
Yeah, just bear with her.
Does this game not auto-save at all?
No. Yeah. Try doing 8 hours of a build and losing it all.
That answers my question, then. Who built a game with that auto-save?
So much better.
Well, this is highly entertaining, guys. This is riveting content. You're looking at Darth Maul stamping in a mud puddle.
Is this, Jane, is this now extreme hard, like, no, but extreme hard mode?
Well, this is riveting.
Save.
Right now.
Right, we need all of us to just randomly pop up being like, save it.
Exactly.
That includes me as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I should be the main one saying it. Please don't rely on me for saves.
Right. Neither did I.
To be fair, I have learned with this computer that it will eventually catch up. Sometimes you can get a save in and then it will crash.
I mean, it's old hardware, but the only thing that's letting it down is the hard drive. The hard drive is just old.
Well, no, my thought is more for The Sims. It's the amount of custom content.
It's not even just that, though. It's literally the hard drive that slows it down. I guarantee you, if we bought an SSD and put it in there, it would be a lot faster.
Huh.
You gotta remember, Bab, I've had that PC since 2014. And I've never once replaced the hard drive in it. I'm honestly surprised the hard drive is still kicking. Right, come on guys to the chat. What do I name the book?
You've got to go with Grey Goose series. Is it kids?
No, it's a short story.
Oh. Can you call it like the world's longest book? What terabyte would you want?
Just 1 terabyte.
Is that what you need?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll stop looking at fours.
What? You don't need a 4 terabyte SSD.
I want one.
Well, no, I know, but an SSD would speed things up. Like, if it was to lag like that again, it wouldn't lag for anywhere near as long.
Do you have a certain brand you'd want to go with?
Usually, yeah.
What would you go with?
Seagate. Because Seagate stuff is amazing.
Now is not the time for you to be looking at them.
Why not? He's writing a story.
Speed him up.
Even with speed, I've still got plenty of time.
46.
For what?
1 terabyte internal SSD. Seagate.
Yeah, but what kind? That's the thing. Stop. Stupid thing. Go back to the house. The rule of thumb, the bigger the better, though. I mean, I guess. It's got NAND flash, which is alright. NAND flash is necessary, but what's the speed? It's a hybrid drive. No, because it's that's not what we need. That's an SSHD. You literally just want an SSD.
Well, that's what we'll look at later.
Well, no, because I've just found one from another reputable brand that I would use as well. For $49 on eBay. It's a Kingston. It's a proper SSD with proper NAND flash.
Well, let's look into it a bit more later.
Yeah. Like, an SSD would be necessary for this computer because the hard drive is so old. The thing is, buying just another hard drive, it would literally be like putting a patch on. It would help it for a time, but then it would have the same problem over time.
Yeah.
The only way to mitigate that kind of problem is literally to buy an SSD. Because SSDs, the thing is, right, so hard drives are mechanical by nature. So the way hard drives work is there's a physical spinning disc in the hard drive, and that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
The problem is, over time, not only does the spin get slower, but it doesn't have as much efficiency as it does before. Whereas solid-state drives work off of what's called NAND flash.
Yeah.
So NAND flash is basically, think of it as more of a software drive than a hardware-related one. But it runs off hardware as well. So because of that, it's not only faster, but it doesn't ever really slow down.
What's in his inventory to sell?
This stuff.
Yeah.
Can I do it all at once? Probably not, then. Well, this is going to be long and awkward. We are just going to sit here and sell shit, because I have fishes I can sell. We have a lot of fishes I can sell.
Sell all the fishies.
All the fish. Oh my god. There we go, my inventory is now empty.
There we go.
My dude just sleep again. My gosh. All my dude does is sleep. He literally just sleeps constantly. All my dude does is just sleep, man.
I mean, to be fair, I wish I could sleep the amount he does.
And with medication I take, that wouldn't be so much of a problem for me.
Why is it tense? Is it social?
Yeah, but it's not
Why
his
don't you
social.
socialise on the
It's not his social. Separation anxiety from his phone.
I can't see the icons.
Yeah, he's got separation anxiety. Apparently can't be off his phone too long.
I know someone else like that.
I'm not always on my phone.
We do play a lot of Pokemon Go.
That's different. Like, for most people, they're on their phones constantly because they're talking to people. For me, it's just Pokemon Go. Or I'm watching YouTube. But to be fair, when I'm at home, I don't use my phone for that. I use my PC or my laptop. So.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, normally when I'm playing a game, I'm literally just watching something in the background, generally. I always multitask. I always watch something and play something at the same time. Because why not?
Same, to be fair.
But I think I'm going to call it a night on this in a minute anyway. Because it's getting on a bit and I'm getting hungry. So, I feel like I need food soon. Where is the
What we're looking for.
quick meal?
Huh.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Chips. Well, let's make chips. I mean, they're probably not English chips, but...
Alpha. Tumoy.
You've got a plate.
Huh?
There's a plate on the counter.
Oh.
It's in the middle of the aisle.
Oh my gosh. Why is there water on the floor?
You need to repair that.
The fridge freezer. Well, they should be English chips, damn it. Yay.
Yeah.
And bowl.
Wait, you can die from that?
You can go to HQ.
Oh, fun.
That was the wrong time for him to laugh. That's in the wall.
Oh my god.
Pull your walls down. Page down. On your keyboard. No, other one, sorry. No, what's it called? Is it end? That one? I just know it's the middle button.
Keep my walls down. It's just more convenient for me.
Just be grateful, Jade, that I didn't get him to get a Murphy bed.
What the heck is a Murphy bed?
It's a pull down bed.
Why?
You can die by pulling it down or putting it back up.
Oh my god. Hey guys, this is a great game. Let's play The Sims. It's Life Simulator. By the way, don't die!
There's literally challenges out there to die every single way.
Because that's not depressing. Let's just find the most inconspicuous ways to unalive ourselves in The Sims. Like, Jesus Christ.
There's someone at the door.
Go away. I need to socialize, don't I? Go into the house.
Sanadaiola?
Vending machines can squash you. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, the cat.
Huh? Oh.
At least you've not had a house fire.
True.
Blurna Tobel Blaf Rabla Klarshin Blah.
Chicks from Buff. Ah, Sibava.
Oh.
Got the comedy skill. Yay.
Boone Nagona Shmoony Nuboon Shorg Brob.
If you stay angry for too long, your heart explodes. Oh my god.
Oh, Yabahorn.
Ah.
Baudaba
Ah,
Boondle.
over there.
Oh,
Jessene Klonkas Rabana.
Tiba Bamel.
Filbar.
That's right. Firmisty.
Fuizak. Oh. Fadish.
Oh, yeah, you can die of laughter and embarrassment.
What?
Sad and grab.
Huh?
You lost so much you can't breathe.
With him ball.
Pretty much.
Oh, banana.
Oh,
chibi.
chips. Grachow. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Inazuk eat sugar blue. Florib Griha.
That's it, my friend. Get your social up.
Febine
You
Macabre.
must have it up.
Beanie Nobe.
Get it up.
Wadida.
What? Vadish.
What? Hey, stay off my computer.
Zoppy Vabao. Bekazoo.
Bob no frost.
The Sims' mood goes to hysterical, calm him down, basically.
Yeah.
Naya Floof.
Oh, you have to May. Urazap?
Ah, soon an ibnub.
Seeing Darth Maul socialized to this extent is kind of weird.
Meep you. Quimba.
Sort of the same person.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Inabush Pishushi.
He's trying to convert him to be his apprentice.
Rugi Payun. Yedumsa Legenzo.
Keep talking. Where you going, my dude?
Being in the toilet.
Oh. Another dude's just stood there. So I'm just cleaning the loot, you just play games on my PC, that's it. To be fair, though, my social bar is almost full, so that's okay. But yeah, I think we're going to call it a night here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to turn notifications, join my socials. Those are linked down below. Don't forget you can also join channel membership as well to support the channel further for as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK, about $1.30 in America.
Your new membership video has just gone up.
Sorry?
Your new membership video has just gone up.
Oh yeah, my first membership video has gone live as well, which is a playthrough of Ocarina of Time, but 3 hearts only, with some cheesy voice acting done by myself. So that's for members only at the lowest tier at 99 pence. Now, catch you guys in